As we move into thinking about our personal finances again, and before we get into the real nitty gritty of what we need to do, I want you to think about just a couple of other things here. First off, you need to define success. What's success? How do you know when you're winning the game? How do you know when you're successful? Because most people never define success. And then they complain they've never achieved it. Well, how can you achieve something you never defined? Right. So we need to think about what success means, and what success means for you is going to be different than what success means for me. That's okay. That's okay. In his great book, The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, Dr. Stephen Covey talked about beginning with the end in mind. I think that's habit number two. And that's incredibly important. Begin with the end in mind, regardless of what we're talking about. I mean, I want you to think about this. Suppose that you were going to go on vacation. Okay. Going to go on vacation. Wow. All right. So if I'm going to go on vacation, I can go to the Rocky Mountains, or I can go to the beach. Both of those vacations might be awesome, but they would be different. So maybe we want to think about what our vacation should look like before we go, right? That's beginning with the end in mind. That's defining success. So let's think about what success means for you. Is that a particular money amount? Is it means that, geez, what I need to do is I need to have $1 million in investments. I need to have $2 million investments, $10 million in investments, 500,000, 100,000. I don't know, but you need to define, kind of have an idea about what your money amount is. Is that your definition of success? Kind of a thought. Is your definition of success, it doesn't have to be monetary? Is it family interaction? Is it that I want to have a really good relationship with my spouse? I want to have a really good relationship with my kids, right? And if that's it, that's going to be something different, and you're going to work to do something differently to change the way that you do business, the way that you try to get money, because what you want to do is you want to have that time set aside for vacation, for baseball games, for softball games, for debates, for family activities, right? Is your definition of success family interaction? Is it career? Geez, what I want to do is I want to be a first line manager. I want to be a second line manager. I want to be a CEO, a CFO, right? What is your definition? Is it a career oriented? I don't know. I don't know. Again, what we need to do is that what you aim at is what you're going to likely hit. And your most successful people are those people who define success and then work towards it. So is it career? Is it an investment type? I know some people, there's the idea of success is that I need to have 10 rental houses, right? Because they think this is going to generate a certain amount of revenue and passive income and things of this nature. So is it an investment type? Is it real estate? Right? I want to have a certain amount of acreage. I want to have a certain number of houses, right? What is it? What is it? It could be, again, the number of rental properties. It could be a particular kind of stock. Geez, I want to have stock that only deals with making the environment better. I want to have stock that only deals with technology. I want to have stock that only deals with energy, right? I don't know. Again, what is your definition of success? And your definition of success is going to be different than mine. And finally, I want to ask you a question. It's a very important question. A lot of people don't think about this either. But that question is, would you rather be wealthy or would you rather be rich? Wait, Mike, let's think about why those are different. Aren't they the same thing? I don't think so. In my vernacular, in the way that I like to think of things, if you're going to be wealthy, wealthy means simply the a gathering of assets. Okay, I have a certain amount of money. I've got a certain amount of stocks in the bank. I've got money, a certain amount of real estate. I don't know, right? But that's what wealthy means. And gathering a certain amount of assets to be wealthy is not really that hard. But what I really would rather you do is not just try to be wealthy. I'd rather you be rich. Rich. I like the way the word sounds, rich. Because what rich to me means is that you have a lot of friends, you have good family, you have good interactions, you have good relationships, you're content with your life. I want you to be rich so that you're not worried about money, right? You're maybe you're concerned, or you're thinking about family. Maybe you have enough money, and all that that means is being rich, that you have enough money that you can help a family member out. Or if something happens, you need new tires on the car, it's not a big deal, right? I want you to be rich. I want you to be rich, not just wealthy. I want you to be rich in those things that matter. Rich in family, rich in friends, rich in your personal life, rich in the feelings that you have on yourself, rich in your relationship with your creator, right? That's what it's about. So in our next video, what we're going to do is we're going to talk and start getting into how we actually do these things to help you become wealthy. But what I need you to do is, before you do that, I need you to think about and really define what is your definition of success, because that will be pivotal in how you achieve that success. I'm Mike O'Neill from Money Coach. Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the next video.